So for dating, this is an interesting thing. Like, one of the big things. I used apps, by the way. Like, I'm okay using.
Okay.
I'm okay using those things as long as I think the main thing is like just again being authentic. So even in my profile, my bio was practicing resident, doctor, entrepreneur, podcaster. So people could get a feel that I was like very like success driven.
Okay.
So
that's where your mindset was.
Right, and if someone's like matching with me, I'm hoping they're reading the profile just to be like, okay, so this is like who I'm getting. And then I think authenticity was a big thing. So on the first date, when finally we met up, like I was in a space where I was trying to actually meet someone I liked, not like that was like a
so you have to be emotionally ready.
Right. I mean, if you're in the place, like if you're in the stage, you're trying to look for hookups or whatever, this isn't the tips for you. But if you're actually looking for someone that you want to build a true connection over time, to grow yourself and to build life with, then you have to be authentic. And I think the reason why, me going on a date with my now girlfriend was so special was we were of the mindset that we were going to be authentic from the beginning. This was totally separate, but I truly just talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I was myself. And if it worked...
That's like a big deal.
I was myself. And I did it from day one, because I think this is the issue I ran with previous relationships, was you put a facade on in the first section of the relationship, and then you need to do a breakout period. Right? You do the breakout, you're breaking out of the mask.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you put on the facade on first, where you're trying to please the person, like too early, then you're like, this isn't me. Like you get into this feeling like this isn't me, and that's why relationships end. So I think the thing was I literally just I talked about the levels of energy book.
All right, so wait, Frederick Douglass is his name?
Dodson.
Frederick Dodson. Bring up Frederick Dodson's book.
So if you're a big thinker, right?
Yeah.
Bring up topics that interest you, right? In the date, it doesn't have to be obviously you don't want to be completely awkward where you just come out right out of the bat and he's like, what are your dreams and visions and goals? Like that's not your first question,
yeah.
Right? But you connect with someone. So I brought up topics like this, and we went on a date. We were at a Mexican restaurant. We sat down. We started to eat. We.
What day and time was it? I'm just kidding. She's not here.
This is a good test. Honestly, okay. Anyway, so back to the conversation. So
I'm getting it. That's hot.
Yeah. No. So the thing was we started talking and we had this conversation, and we were so into the conversation we couldn't order, and when we got our food we didn't eat for a while.
That's a good sign, I think.
Right, it was a great sign because we were just really into actually we were very we're having good intellectual conversation, and I think if you're looking for a full relationship you need to connect on multiple levels, and I would argue that the values, the things you enjoy, those things come first before just purely physical. Physical has to be there. You have to be attracted to who you want to be with, right? I mean, I'm sorry if you're not physically attracted. It's not good. If I'm not physically attracted to you, okay, it's not going to work. I mean,
So at least we know that's okay.
That's important. That's really important. But then,
does she have a sister?
we'll get to that. We'll get to the hookups later.
No.
Right, but
Frederick.
Yeah, but to come back to it, presenting yourself well, being authentic in the dating scene, I think that's number one. And being open to failing on lots of dates. I dated a lot. I said no to a lot of people.
How many dates? No, I'm just kidding.
Right. No, but I'm saying you just pummel through them.
You have to meet people.
Pummel through them, and not in the pummel through No! Stop that. Pummel.
Stop. No, we're done.